All right. What's up? We are live with a colossal, massive unboxing. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for coming and watching this video, even when I'm not here to talk to you live. If you're here live, fantastic. We're going to have quite a bit of records to talk about, and I hope you guys will stick around with me because it's a lot to get through. There might not be a ton of Q&A today, but we will see how fast I plow through the records that are before me right here. What's up, Nick? Nick, you've been good at being the first one in lately. Nice job. Hey, Miles, Corey, what's going on? Yanosh is here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Miles. Yeah, I've been busy, man. Busy, but doing well. Law Dude. Yes. Law Dude is here, so this is going to be a good stream, without a doubt. Got a lot of good stuff to get through today, guys. Some of these are, I got like a week and a half or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, so I don't even know what's in here. I hope it's not all metal, but we'll see. My last video was mouth-watering. What was my last video? Oh, it was my what I found at the store video. Yeah, I got a lot of gems in that video, and it's a bummer because those videos don't do well, man. I only got like 20 comments on that video. Really disappointing. I feel like, and I won't harp on this too much because I don't want to just be like upset the whole live stream, but I just feel like YouTube has completely forgotten about my channel, and there's just no way for me to grow at this point, and what I'm at is kind of where I'm at, and I think I have to just be okay with that, and just be okay with the fact that my channel has ceased to grow any further. But well, who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe it will. To be determined. But guys, I feel like we should get started because I have a lot to get through, and I do have to get to the store also. So 22 records to open. If you guys can hit the like button, that would be great. And for this one especially, if you have a specific question for me and you want me to try to answer it to the best of my ability, drop me a super chat because we have a lot to get through, and I don't think I'll have a lot of time potentially for Q&A. I could be wrong. Let's just start going through it. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's do one of these for old time's sake. Isn't it nostalgic for those of you that have been watching my live stream since like 2018? I hate these mailers so much. Look how awful this is. I wish I could say that was a bit. That wasn't a bit. That was just stupid. That was just dumb. What have we here? Oh, right. This was a very surprising campaign of records that got released. I was flabbergasted when I saw these went up for pre-order. This is Younger Brother, and this is the album Vaccine. Younger Brother is one of the many musical projects of Simon Posford, who is best known for Spangle. Younger Brother is another, it's not quite as Goa trance as Spangle. Interesting electronic project from him. This is not his best record by the project, but all really good stuff. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think most of it was never on vinyl. And this is kind of like a first on vinyl for some, long-awaited represses for the others. Some of the Younger Brother stuff went for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So when I saw these all went up for pre-order, I was like, crazy. So I got them all. I'm going to re-listen to them. And as you guys know, if I don't love it, it goes in the store. That's my new motto. It's my motto for life. All right. Let's see. This is a big box. Ooh, it says it's from Rhymesayers. Oh, that's because another long-awaited repress that surprised me. This is Oliver Hart, The Many Faces of Oliver Hart, or How I Won the Right to Think. This is an incredible kind of concept album by hip-hop legend Idea of Idea and Abilities, who is no longer with us, unfortunately. I sold my other copy. I think I sold it either on Whatnot or the store. I can't remember which one it was. But I've definitely, yeah, Miles says I've had this a couple times. I've had this record, the original press of it, I want to say 2 or 3 times since I started collecting records. And every time I have this weird ebb and flow where I'm like, I don't love this record as much as Idea and Abilities, so I'm going to sell it. And then I'll like hear a track from it and be like, wait, that's a great record. And I'll listen again. I'll be like, why'd I sell it? And then I'll get it again. And then the same thing will happen. So will it happen again? I'm not sure. But I'm very shocked that they did a repress of this. I will say that this is much worse of a jacket than the original. The original press has a very thick, it might actually be a trifold jacket. And this is just a simple gatefold. So, if you want the original press, you get that beautiful trifold. But if you want to not pay a fortune, this might be a good option for you. If you like hip hop, especially like kind of like, very technical hip hop, definitely check that out. All right, what have we here? Oh, yeah, this is, I can't talk about this one too much because I don't think I know enough about it. This is Microblank. Microblank, it's a vaporwave artist. I haven't been buying as much vaporwave lately. How cool is this cover, by the way? I haven't been buying too much vaporwave lately, but this artist was getting a lot of hype, and I listened to some of the tracks, and I really, really enjoyed it. I could be wrong, but I feel like it has an element of, like, some folkiness to it. Maybe I'm mixing it up with something, but really, really enjoyed this. And all of the Microblank stuff is selling out like lightning quick. So it's kind of something that I didn't want to sleep on. But yeah, stoked to have this. I feel like I might have gotten another pressing of this too. It could be in this pile. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, Microblank. Sully, how would you describe Microblank to folks in here? What's going on, Nikki? Folky Vaporwave? That needs to be a new TMR record in the future. You're not wrong, David. We do have a TMR release that is going to be up at the end of the month. Very excited for this one. Fans of the label will also probably be excited, I will say. So get your fingers ready to pre-order. This is... What is this that I just unboxed? This is something that... Why did I get this? I don't remember why I got this, but it's a copy of REM Document, but it's a promo, which is cool. I truly don't know if I got this for the store or if I'm not a big fan of REM, so I'm having trouble remembering why I purchased this. Maybe it was like a really good price on the promo and I thought it would do pretty well in the store. I get people asking for REM quite a bit, so maybe this was a request from a customer? I don't know. At this point, you guys thought I got too many records back in the day before I had a store. Now it's just absolute bedlam. It's mayhem. I can't even begin to explain to you guys just the it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Caesar? Glad you made it. This came up for a really reasonable price, and I definitely bought this for the store, not for me. I sometimes have rare records in my want list just in case they come up for a price, and this has been in my want list for years and years and years, half as a joke, but this is a pretty clean copy of SouljaBoyTellHim.com, the most early 2000s album title possibly ever, featuring... Sure, featuring Soulja Boy. Yeah. Hi, Alex. Yeah, this has Crank That on here, as well as Bapes, and, some other killer tracks like Booty Meat and Donk, and Soldier Girl. This is not for me, guys. This is not for me. But this is a rare record. You can't find this very often, so this will probably be hitting the rare wall, Guys, this isn't for me. But you know, you could bet your ass that I'm going to be spinning this before it hits the wall. Yeah, this is the MoFi. This is the Analog Productions Soldier Boy. Tellem.com. I'm actually excited to listen to it. I haven't listened to that album since high school, so maybe it will hold up and it's like incredible. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna say probably not. Sure. All right. Law Dude doesn't believe me, guys. All right. If I end up keeping it, I'm gonna let you guys know. I will send out an Instagram post and say, guys, I did the unspeakable. This is a hip-hop record by Larry June, Two Peas in a Pod. Look at these little stickers. They're so good. Larry June is... Why is this so high? What is going on with this webcam? Hold on, guys. We're having some technical difficulties here. Larry June... Now I have to go way further down. Larry June is a really, really good modern rapper. Super smooth flow. Really, like very laid-back beats. If you haven't checked out Larry June, I highly recommend it. Basically, everything he's ever done is really, really good. This is on the limited green and white wax. And I'm going to open it because I want to see what it looks like. That's right, guys. I'm opening a sealed future grail. Because if you guys watch my channel, you guys know how I feel about sealed records. And I'm pretty sure all 57 of you watch my channel. Gotta make sure I don't lose these great little stickies. I love the Obi strip. Love the Obi strip. Although this is the bad kind of Obi strip. Hold on. I'm gonna lose these stickers. These bad Obi strips. Guys, this bad. Bad Obi. We don't like this. We don't like side Obis. They're impossible to keep on when you're putting it in a sleeve. No one likes it. Someone tell Vinyl Me please to stop it. Knock it off. Japanese Obis that go around the jacket, we like those. We're big fans. Can we all agree on all this? Look at that beautiful, beautiful wax. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like kind of, if you look at it in under light, it's kind of see-through. There's like a nice like smokiness to it. Lachlan says that Jay Worthy is solid too. You know what's funny? I don't know Jay Worthy. I literally got this on the strength of Larry June alone. So if Jay Worthy lives up to my boy Larry, this is going to be a great record. I bought it sight unseen. I was just like, I see Larry June, I buy. That's kind of where I'm at with him these days. So, see? Literally, I just put the record down. Look what fell off. What a horrible design. I can't think of one person that's like, I love the side Obis. They're great. Man, silly, silly, silly. All right. What do we got here? I had another press of this and I sold it because it went for a lot of money. And then I saw this one come up and I was like, well, this is hopefully the best of both worlds. So, guys, I won't apologize for liking this record. This record's incredible. Avril Lavigne's Let Go. It is chock full of an unbelievable amount of hits, including I'm With You, which is one of my favorite songs, period. I got to see her perform that at When We Were Young Fest last year, and that was beautiful, and I loved it. But this has it's 2 discs, so it has a bunch of extra tracks on here, which is cool. I think it's like B-sides from the era, possibly. So, yeah, I had the splatter of the earlier pressing of this, and I sold it, and now my hope is that this sounds good, because the other record sounded great, and if this pressing does not sound good, I'm going to be very disappointed that I sold this, or sold the other one to get this. So I guess we'll find out. Has anybody listened to this yet? Do you know if it's a good pressing? I know it's not going to be audiophile, but as long as it's like good, it doesn't have like a lot of noise or, non-fill, I'll be happy. Yeah, great record. Great record. I have two more hip hop records here. My buddy Davis, shout out to Davis. Davis is like a hip hop aficionado. He is able to cop all of the dope records, like even like the Obi ones. Like he's so good at getting. I used to be good at getting dope records, and by dope, if you guys don't know, I'm talking DAUPE. It's a label that does a lot of like Griselda and underground hip hop. I haven't been able to get them lately, so I tell him, get me a variant of something when you check out with all of your variants, and I'll just pay you for whatever the cheapest one is. So he was able to score me, I believe, black copies of both. This is Hitler Wears Hermes 8 by West Side Gun, and this one is Daniel San and Future Wave, Sun Tzu and the Wave God. Look at that incredible cover. That's so good. Future Wave is one of my favorite modern producers. I've definitely said that before. And I stand by it. Future Wave is definitely worth listening to just about any hip-hop album he produces. But yeah, West Side Gun is always a good pickup as well. So, excited about those. All right, we got more stuff coming. This is a big box, and this is not good. It's not good. We need TMR Fest 2.0 this summer at the store. Thank you for the super chat, Adam. I agree. Well, May 22nd is going to be the 1 year, or so like around then I'm going to do a big 1 year celebration. If any of you guys were considering flying out to the record store, the 1 year is going to be a really great time. I don't quite know what I'm going to do for it yet, but my dream is to have like a food cart outside of the parking lot and, a band playing outside, obviously the entire rare wall refreshed, all kinds of deals and steals. So if you're considering coming out, May would be a great time to go do that. I don't know if TMR Fest 2.0 would happen, but maybe that would be kind of TMR Fest. I got to figure it out as it gets closer. We will see. Now let's see if this record in here is absolutely beat up. Oh, interesting. It's a box within a box. So what was actually moving around was just a box. Very tricky. See, I doubted them before I opened it. That was my first mistake. And look what it is. I think you guys should be happy to know this is my official announcement. Despite the fact that I still hate them with every fiber of my being. I am now able to order from Urban Outfitters again after 4 or 5 years of being blacklisted, which if you guys watched my video I put out years ago, if you haven't, please go watch it. But because I have changed states and credit cards since then, I feel like I have circumvented whatever system they have and I can place orders again. So that came at a very good time because as little as I wanted to support them, they did a repress of this. And it's crazy because this is a really interesting example of some people really, really want an original press of something regardless of the fact that there's a repress. Because like this got announced at Urban Outfitters. It's like on green vinyl. And I had the Enjoy the Ride pressing that was like a green, marbly kind of green and brown like swirl. And that was going for like triple digits at the time. So like a week after the repress, I just threw mine up for like $50 less than the cheapest available. And someone bought it in like 2 days. And this was out. People knew about it. So I suppose... some people really just want a certain variant or some people want the first press. For me, I don't care as much. I just want the best sounding press and ideally a cool variant. But yeah, when they did a repress of this, which, you couldn't get it for under $150 for years. Really excited to grab this. This is one of my favorite pop punk records. It's so good. So if you don't own it, definitely go check it out. Good Charlotte. TMR X Urban Outfitters collab. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Is this ASMR, guys? Is that some form of ASMR? I don't know. Oh yeah, now we're getting back into the metal. Alex perks her head up from her work. These are 2 releases from White Wizard. This is, I wish it wasn't a picture disc, but it was all they had available on their Bandcamp. This is High Speed GTO. Look at these guys. Look at these metal boys. They look a little goofy, but I think that's part of metal is goofy. I just saw this really kind comment. You got into vinyl collecting because of me. Well, Jenna, you were very welcome, and I'm so sorry about your bank account moving forward. So this is, yeah, I'd like to replace this eventually with one of the standard pressings that's not a picture disc, but I guess we'll wait and see. But then I also got this. Look at this cover. Look how awesome this cover is. This is the Devil's Cut. Yeah, White Wizard is awesome. If you guys like Iron Maiden, they're very similar. Some would call them an Iron Maiden worship band, which is fine. They do a great job of kind of emulating that sound without being a complete ripoff to me. And this is a really, really great record. So check it out if you like metal. Or if you don't like metal, maybe this will get you to like metal. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Adam, how much mileage do you think that this thing has? Adam gave me this many years ago, and it has been through many a battle. It is put in 10,000 hours. It is master level for sure. What have we here? Oh man, I ordered this so long ago. I ordered this over a year and a half ago, and it's finally here. This is a rapper by the name of Sirius Black, but it's BLVCK, as a lot of artists tend to turn letters into V's for their name. But this is a special variant that was done by, I'm assuming by my boy Chris Banta of Romanus Records. Let's see how it turned out, folks. Oh yeah, that's the seal of a Romanus record right there. It is sand-filled hip-hop goodness. One of the first sand-filled hip-hop records, probably, if not the first ever. Very cool. Look at that. I could do this for hours. It's like, remember like those like things at like a dentist office that would like have like the liquid move around? Is that... I should just do this for like the rest of the stream. You guys are just gonna be mesmerized. This is actually ASMR. Ready? I turn the record and I move the record side to side, and you get to hear the sand go through. All right, I'm done. Very excited to listen to this though. I've been waiting for this record to come in to actually listen to it. The way that Chris does his stuff at Romanus Records, it actually doesn't affect the sound negatively at all. But yeah, Sirius Black is quite a good rapper, so very excited to hear this project, and a really cool collectible piece as well. So yeah, guys, maybe that's how I succeed on YouTube. I just start a side ASMR vinyl channel. I'm joking, but I know that would actually find success, which is crazy. Would a record like that even sound good? Wouldn't the weight unbalance, which could impact the needle and the counterweight? Jenna, you would think so. And I am not scientifically intelligent enough to explain why it doesn't affect the sound, but it doesn't. Every liquid-filled or sand-filled record I own sounds great, and I'm not quite sure how it works. Interesting. But yeah, that's a good question and a good thought. What's up, Paul? Paul and I are going to be doing a video for the channel soon, so look forward to me digging through Paul's collection and talking to him about his vinyl journey, which should be fun. But next up, we have Sucker Punch by Chloe Moriondo. I bought this because I loved her last record, Blood Bunny. I thought it was terrific. I haven't heard anything from this record, but from the entire concept of her aesthetic, that she has been like this, it seems like she is shying away from the kind of singer-songwriter pop punk and becoming more of like a pop artist along the lines of Charlie XCX and, things like that. I could be wrong just based on the aesthetic alone. I really liked her kind of like Paramore-esque songwriting in her previous record. I don't know if I'll love this as much if it goes more traditional pop, like Rebecca Black, that kind of thing. I might though, because I do like music like that quite a bit. But with Chloe, I was really hoping she would kind of sit with that sound for a little while longer because she was so good. So I hope this is good. I didn't listen to it. I believe it came out last year, and I didn't even have a chance to listen to it, which makes me upset because it could have been on my top list of last year, but I just didn't have a chance to hear it. So, which is weird because it made my list the year before. It's kind of crazy how we pick and choose what records we can listen to. It's definitely interesting. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes. Oof, this record, I can't show you the front. I guess I can cover it up. This one has looks like it's seen better days. So, let's hope the record inside is not as wrecked. By the way, guys, as mentioned, if you want to drop a super chat in the chat, I will answer whatever question you have to the best of my ability. But we have a lot more to get through, so I'm just trying to churn through the unboxing right now. If you have questions, I can't answer them, unfortunately, yet. But always feel free to drop a super chat. It supports the creator, and we appreciate it quite a bit. All right. What is this? This is a EP by Azalea Banks. It was out of print for quite a long time. Pretty solid EP, and it got a restock on vinyl releases a few weeks ago, and I managed to catch it before it sold out. So yeah, not too much to say about this. I'm not like a huge fan, but it's something I definitely wanted. There's something going on with the side of this. If you can, it looks like the record's like popping through. Which is probably doesn't bode well, but the jacket is extremely thin, so I guess we will see how that is when I spin it eventually. All right, what have we here? I feel like there's a lot of people in here today, but everyone's pretty quiet. Having a little mellow Friday. Guys, I haven't said this out loud to anybody yet, except for Alex, but Alex and I are going to Los Angeles tomorrow for a few days. And you know what that means? I'm going to Amoeba for the first time in over a year. So, and I'm going to check out Record Safari. It's going to be awesome. Chris, what poster is this? You know what poster this is. This is the Pearl Jam Spawn. But dude, did you just join? I just showed off one of your masterpieces. I showed off your Sirius Black record, man. This is one I grabbed in time for the store. Limited edition of 500. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 bootleg on orange vinyl or blue-orange splatter. This is definitely a this is something that every time I put it out in the store, it's sold in like a few days. So every time I see this restock, which is not super often, I have to grab one. Yeah, one of the best soundtracks ever. Have I been to Electric Fetus in Minneapolis? So the one time I went to Minneapolis, which is funny, the guy Adam, who just commented 2 above you, he lives there, and I visited him once upon a time, and we went to like 7 stores in one day, basically. But I didn't go to Electric Fetus because it was closed the one day I was there, which is a huge bummer. I wanted to check it out, but it was closed. Which, record stores close sometime. You gotta be okay with it. As a record store owner, I fully embrace closing 1 or 2 days a week. I get it. People need to have lives. I see 2 comments I want to respond to. One, says, make them shoot a What's in My Bag with you. I have been asking them to let me do a What's in My Bag since 2016, and they've always said no. So maybe if YouTube gave me big subscribers, they would do it, but YouTube is just like, you suck. And Van says, hi from New Orleans. Hi, Sonny. Hi, Van. Hope you guys are having fun in New Orleans. Please come by and tell me about the trip when you return. This is something I bought from... Hold on. The next record I bought is one I bought from someone you guys probably know. I thought he was going to throw something in here. I thought he'd throw in a sticker or something. Wow. Wow. I would have shouted you out with a sticker, man. I bought this from Noble Records live stream. I had one. You know I have the original of this. This is the Pearl Jam Benaroya haul. If you guys haven't seen my video where I talk about getting the original, it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done. This is the bootleg. I bought this originally, and then I was like, why do I need a bootleg? And I sold it for like $10 more than I paid for it. And then the bootleg skyrocketed in price, and now it goes for like $90 to $150 on eBay. So I saw Dylan put this up on his Whatnot, and I just threw a bid up, and I ended up winning it. I think it was like 45 or 50 shipped. So I'll probably end up putting this in the store at some point. Yeah, one of the best live shows ever. But I have the original, so I definitely don't need the bootleg. But shout out to Dylan, Noble Records. I can't tell you guys, but you know, there's perks to being friends with Dylan because he told me about an upcoming plan of his for this year for a record he's going to be involved with, and it's a big one. It's a good one. So I can't tell you what it is because he'll kill me, but really good. For sure. All right. Hey, Scotty, what's going on, man? All right, we're up to 90 people. The chat is pretty empty, guys. Come on, get some comments going. Are you guys that enthralled by me opening records? You shouldn't be. I'm not that interesting. All right, here we go. That was a pain in the butt to open. This is going to appeal to people who have been in this live stream for the past couple streams, which I will share in a minute because Scotty just dropped a super chat. Thank you. Give you one album that I think you should listen to this weekend, and you'll listen to it. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of pressure. One album that you should listen to this weekend. I think you should listen to... Is it going to be an album that you might know or an album that you don't know? Actually, I'm just going to tell you right now. I forget the name of it. Hold on. I want you to listen to... I'm going to type it in the chat because you're not going to be able to understand it if I just say it. You should listen to that record, and I would love for you to tell me what you think of it after the fact. It's very, very good. And that, all of you, that's all of your homework. Go listen to that album. And thank you for the super chat. So this record I'm about to show off, there's someone who's not in the chat right now. I wish she was. She has been recommending me to listen to this person for 2 live streams in a row. And I was like, I will, I keep forgetting. And then I listened, and I actually really liked it. It kind of has this, like, John Mayer vibe to it. But, like, the best of John Mayer, not the worst. But this is Patrick Droney's State of the Heart, the deluxe edition. Really nice gatefold packaging on this one. I figured I would pick up the record because I really enjoyed what I heard. I don't know if the whole album's going to live up to the few songs I listened to. But really enjoyed what I heard, and unfortunately, unless she's in here and not talking, you know, it is possible to convince me to buy records. It's possible. I don't know. I enjoyed what I heard of this, and hopefully the whole album lives up to it. This is a lot of songs, though. Look at that track list. This is a lot of songs to get through, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully it lives up. We'll see. I was right, guys. If you guys have been here since the start, I was right. Oh my god, this is so tight in here. Okay, I got it. I was right. Have I checked out Chicago record stores? No. Chicago is on the list for sure. I was right. I did get another variant of this Microblank. So I have one for me, one for the store, which is cool. But I got this variant because I got the green one first, and then I saw that this one was up for sale. This really cool kind of orange ghost variant, and I had to grab this one because I think it's cooler than just the green personally. But then there was another Microblank record. I love all the covers of these. These are so rad. This one is, I think, just on red. Oh, no, it's a red ghost also. Cool. Yeah, so I'm now a Microblank super fan. Someone screenshot this and send this to Microblank. But yeah, very cool. I believe both of those have sold out since they went up for sale. I think so. I could be wrong. You came in a few weeks ago looking for Microblank? Are you serious? That's wild. Did you pick these up digitally or virtually? I don't know when I'm going to put this in the store, but you can always DM me and I can let you know when it goes up, which again could be for the 1 year. I was all out. Yeah, I mean, all out means I never had it, so I don't know if I could be all out if I never owned it. But yeah, we don't get as much vaporwave in as we want. That's because I'm just sitting on it like a dragon at my house. I feel like I need to bring some more vaporwave into the store because I don't listen to all of it. I just like having it because it reminds me of 2016. It was a simpler time. Speaking of vaporwave, I can't escape it, guys. This is St. Pepsi's World Tour. St. Pepsi is one of the greatest vaporwave artists of all time. That's my face in there. Just comes in a black sleeve like this on red vinyl. If you guys like hit vibes, you'll definitely like World Tour. Yeah, really, really nice. I had to grab this. St. Pepsi is a legend. Shout out to Ryan. I got to hang out with him a few times. He's a really cool dude. You would not consider 2016 a good year. Okay. That's a good point, Nick. That's a good point. It just... Everything pre-pandemic felt kind of nice. in some way. Felt like a different existence. I told you guys, I got both versions of this. So this is Tychos Dive. Last unboxing, I unboxed the Vinyl Me Please kind of seafoamy marble. Let's take a look and see how this version came out. This is the sunset version. Hey, Frank, what's going on, man? How the heck do I open this? I'm working on it, guys. There's still a heavy hitter to come. Get ready. All right, here we go. This one came from, I think, Ambient Inks, which was their label. It looks a little warped, actually. I'll have to throw it on the table and see. It's okay. It's not quite as stunning as I thought it would be. It's cool. It's cool. Actually, let's put it up next to the cover. I think it's actually better than I'm giving it credit. Yeah. If it's not warped, it's great. I can't tell, though. Every record's warped these days, right? Tell me if you guys agree. Every record I open is warped. I'd say 2 out of 3 records that are brand new that I put on my table are at least slightly warped, which is really unfortunate, but it's just kind of the state of vinyl these days. Do I have any Boards of Canada on vinyl? I do. I have everything, I believe. All their LPs. Huge fan of Boards of Canada. Really, really great. Law Dude, yeah, you're experiencing the warps too. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal. This is actually my first time getting to hold this because I haven't yet received... I received it a few weeks ago and I was waiting for the unboxing. As you guys know, I have the original press of this. But right off the bat, I am extremely impressed by the packaging of one of the greatest records of all time, Blonde by Frank Ocean. This gatefold is insane. It is so thick and sturdy. Holy crap. I am going to open this, take a look on the inside, because I like that the cover is completely different than the original press in the sense of like the coloring. So the original still maintains a level of collectability, which is cool because I did pay a pretty penny for it. I didn't pay the prices it goes for, but I paid a lot more than I should have paid because I was, as I've said to you before. Oh man, Mike, it's a soft touch jacket. Guys, I've said this on the channel at least 100 times. I love a soft touch jacket. If Crates had an option for soft touch jackets, I don't even think Got a Groove does. I don't know how you get these jackets made. I would love to have every one of my TMR records be soft touch jackets. It's like, it's so nice. It's like the most beautiful texture. Holy crap. They did such a good job with this. Why can't they do channel orange like this? Oh, that gatefold crack. Love it. Love it. Okay. This is cool. I love all the coloring on the inside. They got these greens and these yellows. Very cool. I'm going to dive into this at some point, but I can't wait to spin this, and I want to compare it to my original. I have to figure out which one sounds better. I'm probably going to end up keeping both, but yeah. Blonde. Look at that spine. That's a spine right there. That's a spine for days. Donut Sunset with the super chat. If I was going to start my own metal band, what instrument would I play and what would my stage name be? Wow. That's a really great question. I'm going to hold up Blonde as I answer this question. Is this a fantasy world where I could play any instrument with proficiency? Because I can't play any instruments, as I'm sure you know. I mean, I admire the idea of being a vocalist because metal vocalists are so cool. More so the Bruce Dickinson style metal vocalists. But I also love a good guitar. Although I feel like I would be best at drumming. Maybe not, though. Drumming's so technical and fast. I feel like it would be exhausting. It's a good question. I feel like I would want to be rhythm guitarist but I want a solo too. Man. I think I would be a guitarist and vocalist. Maybe I would do lead guitar and backup vocals. And my stage name would be my stage name would be Bone Daddy. I'd be Bone Daddy, and I would wear a skeleton mask, and my guitar would look like a giant vertebrae. That's what I got for now. Bone Daddy, and yeah, there we go. That's all I got for you guys. You sit with that one for a while. Guys, can we get some bones in the chat for Bone Daddy? Let's get some bones in the chat for the BD. Everyone get your bones up. Yeah, bones up. Bones up. I have to keep manually approving these. I don't know why it's not doing it automatically. It's Bone Daddy, Bones Up for Bone Daddy. That's the album name. The album name is Bones Up for Bone Daddy. And the album's going to be called The Science Lab, because it's like, in science class, they have like the skeletons that sit there. If you remember correctly, I like Natalia Lafourcade. I do love her. I didn't listen to her most recent record because I was busy, but I would love to hear it. I love her music. This is Backseat Lovers when we were friends. Christian, friend of the store, has been begging me to listen to them. This was out of print for a while. And there's a lot of comments that are coming in that are pretty inappropriate. So I feel like I'm not gonna approve those. You guys need to go in timeout, all three of you. But yeah, this was out of print for a long time, and I'm excited to give it a listen. He raves about them, and he says they're so good. So excited to hear this. When We Were Friends by Backseat Lovers. And this is the last record, I believe. We slammed through this, guys. The wreckage down here of mailers is just unforgivably huge. All right, what is this last record gonna be? Does Bone Daddy like the Backseat Lovers? Bone Daddy's about to find out. Why do I feel like this Bone Daddy thing is actually gonna stick? Where's the reggae? That's a good question. I have literally one reggae record in my collection, and it's the Sister Nancy record. That's amazing, and it's like extremely rare, so it's kind of cool. This is another hip hop record by one of my other favorite producers in hip hop, Big Ghost Limited. This is Pay the Ghost, produced by Big Ghost Limited. Milano Constantine. Featuring Crime Apple, Daniel San, Riggs. Yeah, excited to give this a listen. Got a little numbered sticker on the back. Just some super dope hip hop. Big Ghost is so good. Big Ghost, Larry June, Future Wave. I see their names, I buy. Sister Nancy? I know, dude. Sister Nancy is fire, and I literally had someone walk in with a trade that consisted of a bunch of records and then that Sister Nancy record. And I thought it was a bootleg at first, and then it wasn't, which is insane. I didn't even realize how valuable it was when I knew it was valuable, but I didn't realize how valuable. But I ended up keeping it for my collection because it's an amazing LP, and that's coming from someone who isn't a huge fan of reggae or dub. Super, super good. All right. Well, we made it through, guys. Let's do some Q&A now. All 86 of you need to drop a question in the chat right now. And all of the rich people in the room need to drop a super chat right now. As Adam comes up. Give me that femur, Bone Daddy. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I don't even know what to say to that, Adam. Try thy Cataflick. You sent me the Bandcamp link. All right, Yonosh, I'll check them out. Thoughts on the new Paramore record? Nikki, great question. I haven't listened yet. I'm going to hopefully listen tonight. I'm very, very excited for it. I've loved the singles, so very, very excited. Am I a fan of the Flaming Lips? Good question. I used to be a bigger fan. I will say that I enjoy Soft Bulletin, Yoshimi, and elements of At War with the Mystics, but beyond that, I'm not really a big fan. And it's I have to be in such a specific mood to want to listen to them also. Thoughts on the band Rubble Bucket, your latest obsession? I've never heard of them, Nick. Send me a song that I can check them out. Roger Waters or David Gilmour? I wish that they would just get back together. I hate seeing mom and dad fight, but I'm a Roger Waters guy through and through. I got the Roger Waters screen print poster right up there. I saw Roger at Desert Trip. It was maybe the best show of my lifetime. I gotta say, after that show, I don't think there's any way that David Gilmour would have put on a better show than Roger Waters put on in 2017 at Desert Trip. I know Roger's supposed to be an ass, but a lot of musicians I like are assholes. It's just kind of the territory of being a musician sometimes. So, thoughts on Ozzy retiring? It's interesting. I'm bummed about it. I got to meet him very briefly at Amoeba a few years back when he was doing a signing. I never got to see him perform, though. So I was really hoping to catch Ozzy, although at this point in his career, I'm sure his performance would be pretty mundane. But, yeah, I'm kind of bummed he's retiring, but I understand. I mean, the man is knocking on death's door. I mean, he is fragile. He probably shouldn't be touring. Do I like the Arcs? I've never listened to the Arcs. Have I heard Star Stories by AJ Disparito? I don't think I have. How do I like Sylvan Esso? It's interesting. I loved their first record. And then everything after I loved progressively less. I don't know. I think their first record had a really novel sound to it that I really enjoyed. And I think after that, it was like similar to that sound, but it felt a little more poppy and less. I don't know. It just felt a little more sterile to me. Matt, you found me originally when you were looking up Pearl Jam mystery box unboxings. Nice. Do I know if they stopped selling those? I hope not. Even though I got burned at one of my last mystery box unboxings where they gave me the same box twice, I think. And you can see me in the video being visibly upset about it. I love doing it, man. I'm a sucker for mystery boxes, and when Pearl Jam's like, yeah, we're going to put a box together with a bunch of posters and shirts and goodies, and you never know what you're going to get, I'm going to buy it, for sure. So I really hope they do another mystery box. I don't know. I haven't heard of anything in a while, though. They also used to do mystery vinyl, which happened, I think, before I got into Pearl Jam heavily, and people were getting really rare things like the 20 soundtrack, and I think some people even got Benaroya Hall, like very rare stuff. So we'll see. Thoughts on the Smile. I shared my thoughts on the Smile in my video last year where I said my top albums of the year, and it didn't make my top 10 because I enjoy the record, but it didn't really have staying power. It doesn't really compel me to go back and listen to any aspects of it. I think it's good because the musicians are good, but when I listen to the Smile, I just want to listen to Radiohead instead. Did I see Bright Eyes on this past tour? Did I see Bright Eyes? I saw him at When We Were Young, and he was extremely intoxicated to the point where he was not fun to watch on stage. It was kind of uncomfortable for most people, and he didn't really play. He played Old Soul Song, which was really nice, but like, I don't know. There were some other cuts I would have loved for him to play. He didn't. I'm probably good. I saw Bright Eyes in 2015. It was one of my first ever shows. 2015. Sorry, 20. One of my first ever shows. 2005. I saw Bright Eyes, which was good, but I'm pretty good on Bright Eyes at this point. Unless he does like a I'm Wide Awake It's Morning tour, I'm probably good. Recommend the new SYML record. Okay, I'll check it out. Is that Simul? I don't know. Thoughts on the Blonde repress going for 65. Was fortunate to get an original press on Black Friday way back, but you couldn't pull the trigger on 65 for this version. You love Frank, but it's a crazy price. I defend Frank for that price 100%. The fact that his first pressing of Blonde went consistently for $500 to $700, and they did a repress that was extremely deluxe. I just felt the packaging. It's this really, really thick tip-on gatefold, soft touch. I hear it sounds great. At this day and age, I would rather pay $65 for a record that's of that caliber than pay $35 for some garbage record that's 2 discs in a single pocket that's warped. And that's the state of most records we get these days. So I'm all for Frank charging $65 for that. What are my thoughts on Scott Walker? I don't really know much of Scott Walker's stuff. Is he 4AD? Is that his label? What do I dislike most about reissue labels? I mean, I like reissue labels. Stuff like Real Gone music, and like there are some great reissue labels out there right now. I just don't like it when they take the cheap way out and they put out a subpar product. Like, I don't like it when they obscure kind of the source of the material, or if they just don't master it properly for vinyl and they just get it out because they know it'll sell. But most reissue labels, they do a pretty decent job. Do I like Riverside? I don't know Riverside. Do I have any drum and bass or jungle crates hiding in the basement? I don't have a basement, and I don't have any of those crates. Unfortunately, as much as I like electronic music, I've never really gotten into D&B or jungle. Do you remember I was so bummed about the Baby Brain poster? I got double baby brained, Morton. Yeah, I was bummed for sure. Is the CD market getting better? It's funny. I have friends that are store owners that say that they've been selling more CDs lately than ever before. I think with the prices of vinyl rising so much, not everybody. I mean, the people in this room, this virtual room, are fine paying the prices because we love vinyl. But your average music fan who's like, vinyl's cool, but doesn't have like a big collection, they're probably getting scared away by the prices of vinyl, and they're keeping rumors of more and more price hikes by the major labels. Um, I think that CDs are going to come back just because people like physical media these days, but it's way cheaper, way more portable. Personally, I'm about the sound. That's why I like vinyl. I like the sound of vinyl. So I can't see myself ever returning to CD, but I think some people will. Thoughts on Wise Blood? I have tried to get into Wise Blood like 6 different times, and I think she has a beautiful voice, but her music is boring to me, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm broken. What date am I going to the Boy Genius tour? I'm not, because they're not coming to the Pacific Northwest, which makes me very upset. I will cherish my I will cherish my experience seeing Boy Genius on their first mini tour for the rest of my life. Thoughts on the new Lil Yachty? The new Lil Yachty is incredible. Okay, incredible is a strong term. The new Lil Yachty is the best thing he's done by a landslide. I do think that the first half of the record is better than the second half. By the second half, it starts to get a little more stale. It doesn't quite feel as fresh and exciting. But as a vibe, the album is just such a pleasant listen, especially if you like Pink Floyd and like, psych rock from the 70s. Really, really good. Um, Paul, have I been able to get the Pearl Jam print framed yet? I haven't. It's in the store. It's in my infinite queue of things to do. But yeah, Paul grabbed me this cool Pearl Jam print from Australia or New Zealand. New Zealand, right? And it's gonna go in the store somewhere, and I gotta get it framed at some point soon. Hopefully it's a standard size, so I don't have to get it custom framed. Australia, right. I'll have to go measure it. Wow, it's 2:57. I'm gonna have to get to the store very soon, so I think I'm gonna call it. But guys, thank you so much for joining me in this live stream. I'll be doing more soon, I'm sure. Some more good videos coming out in the near future. TMR, the next release on the label, I can't remember the number right now. Is it 17? Should be out by the end of the month. So, Bone Daddy out. Have a great weekend, y'all.